My favourite line of Dreams have pretty much been the Vintage Bliss series for the best part of the time that I've been playing them. I got introduced to Dream like through the Contact series, which are great, but they kind of didn't offer me the sort of complex undertone that I was looking for, that like really sort of dark kind of wash. And I found that the Vintage Bliss gives me the sort of like crashiness and the kind of explosivity that I want from a cymbal, but it has this really beautiful kind of tail off and loads of kind of dark voicings, and that's kind of what I've always loved as a drummer, and so I think the Vintage Bliss offer that.
I was in here doing some business with Dean actually, and of course while he's tapping away his computer, I'm walking around irresistibly tapping the cymbals, because you've got to do that. I hit this one, I was like, Dean, come here. It was one of those. And it's a real catch, it's not many of them out. I didn't realize what I stumbled onto, you know? And I use it so often. In fact, again, I was on that same gig that I was talking about with this. And the reason why this gig was unique is that it was in a very small place, and very intimate. You know, the people were literally 10 feet away from me. And I was so happy to have it, because it works perfectly. Great bell, really warm, really funky. That's what Andy was saying, because it's hard to get that funk. There's so much going on in it, right? And then that, you get that. That's like, and it's really warm, really rich, like no harshness whatsoever. No matter, I'm digging in. And it's such a pleasing sound to the ear. That's what I really love about this cymbal. So I find that this is usually hung.
All right, the one Dream cymbal that I have, and which is in fact actually the first cymbal that I purchased, even before I was a Dream artist, is this 22 Vintage Bliss Crash Ride. This one is definitely the Desert Island cymbal for me. I play it on every project and almost every recording. It works extremely well in the jazz setting, which I play a lot of jazz music, so it's great. It's trashy, but it also has a lot of definition with the stick, and it's kind of the everything cymbal. It's got a crash to it, and a nice ride sound, and a bell and everything. It's wonderful. So I'll play it a bit so you hear what I'm talking about.
First cymbal I ever bought from Dream was a 22-inch Vintage Bliss, and it's still one of my favorite cymbals. Obviously it sounds amazing behind a drum set. I tend to use it a lot in an ensemble setting, like when I'm playing with TorQ or in an orchestra, especially if I want a different color, looking for something a little darker, a little more mysterious. It sounds great as a rolling cymbal, but still very articulate off the stick or with a mallet. So with all those things in mind, I highly encourage you to check one out.